You didn't leave much of a tip.
Sorry, what?
No tip.
What, that isn't true. I remember leaving. I left a perfectly good tip. I left, yeah, I did. I left $10.
Word on the street is James Corden is in line to replace Ellen DeGeneres because he is, quote, such a nice guy. But because this is the age of exposing celebrities on the internet, fans dug up a ton of dirt on James Corden and his past controversies, and well, yeah, he might actually be worse than Ellen DeGeneres, to be honest. What's gravy, fam? I'm Charlotte, this is IO. We've been serving you spicy trending news updates since 2012, so subscribe and turn on the bell so you're the first to know what's trending, and follow the IO team on social media. James Corden, I'm sure you know by now, hosts the wildly popular show Carpool Karaoke, where he invites celebrities to join him in a car that he doesn't actually drive. He also hosts The Late Show. He shot to fame in the UK when he was the writer and star of Gavin and Stacey, and has become known as this big, cuddly teddy bear type guy, and everyone just loves his on-screen persona. But according to many who have met Corden either on set or in person, his nice guy persona is just an act, and he's actually a huge jerk in real life. Which is definitely an interesting plot twist considering he is rumored to be replacing Ellen DeGeneres, who was also exposed on the internet for being not so nice. Alright, so before I go any further, I have to let you guys know that just like the Ellen thread, these claims are not confirmed. The people who have shared their experiences with James Corden are internet users, so take these claims with a grain of salt, but honestly they're pretty crazy. Buckle up. Some of you might know by now that James Corden did a Reddit Ask Me Anything about a year ago with some of his colleagues from Carpool Karaoke. And well, his Ask Me Anything did not go well. And that's an understatement. It was a show. It was a total show. He was only able to answer 3 questions before he and his team left the conversation, as more than 700 comments roasted him to a crisp. He's not the only celebrity that has had their Ask Me Anything go wrong, but this particular instance was by far the most savage. The comments were bombarded with people who had met him who called him all kinds of names. Now, James has actually denied this particular allegation I'm about to tell you, but according to someone who mentioned a Writers Guild of America meeting for late night writers, Corden apparently said that writers should be paid less so that he could afford to hire writing assistants. Remember that time James Corden showed up to a private WGA meeting to advocate for lower pay grades for late night writers? What was all that about? A producer then also backed up his claims on Twitter, where he said, "I'd like to state up once again, for the record, that I went to a WGA meeting for only late night writers, and James Corden showed up without any of his staffers to advocate for a lower pay grade for late night writers." Corden then said that this wasn't true on Twitter, saying that he actually wanted to give writers more opportunities, and his intentions were twisted into something they weren't. But the wage he suggested was so low that it was not a living wage in Los Angeles. This kind of sounds like those entitled people who think that artists should be paid in exposures. However, that wasn't the only allegation in this Reddit Ask Me Anything. Here was the top comment. "Hey James, you won't remember me, but me and my friends sat at a table next to you and Harry Styles and some others in Manchurian Legends in London's Chinatown about 6 years ago. We didn't bother you, but you were a massively entitled who yelled and treated the waitstaff like and when one of my party politely suggested you calm down, you got really aggressive and threatening in a chubby way, like a boozy panda. So my question is this: why did Harry seem so cool while you were such a massive throbbing bellend?" In the replies to the tweet where this top comment was shared on Twitter, people also came forward with other experiences meeting James Corden. Ugh, he's awful. He used to come into a restaurant I worked at in LA all the time and was incredibly rude. Pulled the "don't you know who I am" card and all that BS. I've waited on Harry before too, nicest guy, very sweet. Here's another account from the AMA. Half an hour into a New York to London flight, passengers in business class noticed a woman with a crying baby being brought through the curtains by a flight attendant. They looked on in mid-horror as they directed her into an empty seat next to James Corden. Expecting a huge celebrity hissy fit to kick off, Corden's cabin mates were impressed to see that he didn't say a word or make any sort of complaint. He simply put on a pair of noise-canceling headphones, put on an eye mask over his eyes, and turned away to sleep. Pretty decent of him, right? When the plane landed though, passengers were surprised to see Corden remain seated as the woman with the baby struggled to open the overhead locker, and even more surprised when she turned to Corden and said, "For F's sake, can you at least hold the baby while I get the bags down?" The woman was his wife, the baby was his baby. Oh man, that's horrible. That's horrible. Oh. Maybe he was tired? But you don't think your wife is tired? Sorry. With her newborn baby? I can't. Next post, massive in person. I saw a League of Their Own filming live, threw multiple tantrums over minor things at the production staff, with him being incredibly rude to them, which made the other regulars seem very awkward, like it was usual. Between each take, the other celebs would be chatting amongst themselves, bantering about. James was glued to his phone. At the end of the filming, people got up to get pictures with James, and he massively kicked off, shouting at people to go away and go back to their seats, and the few he did let have pictures with him, he was moody. Afterwards, he went into a VIP tent as such for beer. We were guests of people, anonymity for obvious reasons, and the celebs were going to be joining us. The other celebs came in and spoke with people. James came in for a brief moment. Someone asked politely for a quick picture. He abruptly said later, and then off to, I'm guessing, his changing room for the rest of the night, as they didn't get the picture before kickout time. Seeing him like that made me realize everything you see of his on TV is a complete persona, and really his natural personality is just a complete self-entitled. Alright, so listen, what about actual celebrities? James Corden meets a lot of celebrities, he is a celebrity. Are there any high profile people who have had bad experiences with Corden? Because again, these people are just social media users hiding behind their keyboards. Well, there is now an infamous encounter between Sir Patrick Stewart and James Corden at an award show.
I want to speak to James here. It's James, isn't it? When the presenters are up here and when the recipients are receiving their awards, don't stand at the back of the stage with your hands in your pockets, looking around as though you wished you were anywhere but here.
Oh, you couldn't be more wrong, sir. You couldn't be more wrong. Oh, genuinely. And if it looked like that, I'm so sorry. But when you come up and present an award, just get on with it. There we go.
Patrick Stewart does have a script in front of him, so it makes me wonder if this was planned. But as the award show goes on and the, fight continues, you can see James Corden getting visibly angry. In all fairness, Patrick Stewart fat-shamed him in front of a huge group of people, so probably anyone would be mad in that situation. Which is why James Corden then shamed Patrick for being old. Neither him nor Patrick walked away from the situation looking like the better person, to be honest. I will leave you with one last controversy of James Corden's. There was an instance when James Corden made jokes about Harvey Weinstein's sexual abuse scandal when he was hosting a charity gala. He said,
Right here in LA, it's so beautiful. Harvey Weinstein has already asked tonight up to his hotel to give him a massage. I don't know whether that groan was that you like that joke or you don't like that joke. If you don't like that joke, you should probably leave now. It has been weird this week though, hasn't it? Watching Harvey Weinstein in hot water. Ask any of the women who watched him take a bath. It's weird watching Harvey Weinstein in hot water. Harvey Weinstein wanted to come tonight, but he'll settle for whatever potted plant is closest.
Corden then faced backlash on social media for the jokes, some arguing that sexual assault is no laughing matter. I think it was more his delivery that kind of put me off a bit. It just really didn't seem like he was, it didn't hit right. Didn't hit right. Especially in the few days after the whole Me Too scandal happened. Most of us were taking to social media to talk about some pretty traumatic experiences, and frankly joking about it was never and will never be funny. At the time, none other than Anthony Bourdain called Corden an a-hole and a pandering tool on Twitter. James Corden later clarified his remarks, saying that he was intending to shame Harvey Weinstein, not his victims. Anyways guys, do you think that James Corden should replace Ellen after hearing all this? Do you have any experiences with James Corden that you want to share in the comments? Let me know. For now, I'm gonna wrap up this video with some comment features. Your mom said, my cousins met a lot of artists backstage when working as a security agent. Lots of them didn't want to be spoken to. She said Snoop Dogg is extremely nice and friendly. What? Am I not surprised about that? He's probably baked all the time too. Entitled Potato said, at the end of the day, she's just like us peasants, except social and famous. Even an entitled potato knows that. Oh, I really love your screen name a lot. A lot. NCM said, I have worked with celebrities and every time they would act as if I am below them, I would put them in their place, not always by words but more with body language or the tone of my voice, etc. Worked every time. Yeah, I feel like I would do that too. It's just, oh, I'm sorry. Can you not look at me in the eyes when you're talking to me? Yeah? A little snappy snap? I have a feeling they'd probably get me kicked out. I don't have the power to be around them yet, but I will. I'm coming for you. That is it for me. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want more. I'll see you guys next time. Is there something vibrating over there? No? Sorry. Jared, stop farting! Stop farting!